Between work, family, and everything else, a lot of people struggle to ask for help when they need it most. Wellness experts say that learning to ask for help without feeling guilty about it is not a sign of weakness, but actually a step toward having a better well being overall. And with more on that, we're joined by our resident mental health expert, Marci Hopkins. Thanks so much for being with us, Marci.
Hello, it's great to be here with you guys again.
You too. Well, we're like a pull them up by their bootstrap kind of culture. It's like asking
Yeah.
for help is viewed really as a sign of weakness. But, a lot of people struggle and they could use some help.
Yeah. It is hard. I see it all the time. I've lived it myself. We've been raised to believe that asking for help means like we're weak or we're incapable, but really it's showing strength. And it's especially hard for moms. I mean, I've been there. So
Mhm.
we feel like we got to do it all, right? We got to manage the house, we got to care for the kids, we got to hold it all together, and especially if we work. And when we can't, we feel like we're failing. I know so often I felt like that I was a failure if I couldn't do it all. But what I've learned is that asking for help is not a sign of weakness. It's a sign of really being aware of what's going on, having the courage to ask, and it's saying, I can't do it all alone, and that's okay.
When we talk about asking for help, generally, Marcy, what are we talking about? Are you talking about turning to a professional or turning to a family member or a friend? What's the best course of action?
Well, obviously, when it comes to mental health, it is important to speak to your family members, somebody close to you. Also, look for professional help. But this is in your everyday life, asking for help and feeling like you don't have to handle it all. And there's some strategies that have really helped me, and I really believe that it can help others. And the first thing is, and this is really hard, is quieting that inner voice that says you should be able to handle it all, right? So you want to reframe that story. So instead of thinking I'm burdening someone, you think of it as I'm inviting someone in, or maybe if it's dinner time and you're asking your family to help in some capacity or the kids, you're creating some teamwork, you're bonding together, and be specific. Instead of saying I need help or you're not doing this for me, just say, if it's like your mother or something, could you watch the kids for an hour? Or can you, if it's at work, can you proof this for me? Don't say you're sorry for asking for help. You don't need to say that you're sorry. Just say thank you. Thank you for the help. And you want to start small. Practice with little things. So if you ask for little things, then it gets easier to ask for those big things that you need help with, and receive it with gratitude. Just say thank you. Accept the help because you deserve the support. We all do.
Marcy, I'm an all things guy. I go to therapy. I take an antidepressant. I meditate. I do it all just to stay sane and work
Thank
out.
goodness. He's helping us.
And I'm still hanging on by a thread. But is there still stigma, in particular in the workplace?
I think it is hard to ask for help in the workplace, right? You feel like you should be doing it all. You've been given a task. But the reality is you can invite someone in and make it more of a collaboration. I'd love your perspective on this. Could you help me out with this? I'd love your take on this, because give them a compliment. Tell them how great they are in a certain area. We all have our strengths and our weaknesses, and it's really important to lean on those that are better than you in certain areas. That's showing strength. And you know what? You're making someone else feel good.
Marcy Hopkins, always appreciate your insight.